What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a tutorial on really healthy, glowy, dewy skin. When I think of summer and spring, I really think of like radiance and natural beauty and just enhancing the natural beauty. So this is what I came up with, and if you would like to see how I did it, then go ahead and keep on watching. So I'm gonna start with my face today. I have combination to oily skin, so I really love a super dewy, glowy face, but I have to use some mattifying products or else I'm gonna look like a grease ball. So I'm gonna prep my skin with the Noid Photography Fluid Opacity 12% Highlighting System. This product is so cool. It's basically a fluid used for photography. So what it does is it reflects light off of your face, and it basically like blurs out any discoloration, breakouts. I have a lot of surface redness, and it really helps counteract that, I guess. Probably like 3 pumps. I'm going to press it all over my skin, and it really gives like such a beautiful glow. I'm going to take my All Hours foundation by YSL. I'm gonna do 2 pumps of that. So because I am combination to oily and I want to look really glowy, I'm gonna put a lot of highlighting products on my face, but I'm gonna use more of a mattifying foundation. Just because that's really gonna control my oil. I get really oily in my T-zone, and I am going to just stipple that all over my face. Okay, and so now for concealer, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser for dark circles, and I use this to conceal. And I have really dry under eyes, and so sometimes like the Tarte Shape Tape that I love, it's just too dry for me, so I've kind of switched it up a little bit and started using this again. So we're gonna do like a triangle under the eye. And this is because you wanna highlight the center of your face. The lightest part of your face should be in the center, and then the around your face should be the darkest, and that really gives it that like tight face, if you know what I mean. And then I'm also gonna prime my eyelids with this as well. So I just put a little bit right up there and blend all that in. Okay, so now I'm going to do my contouring. So just like I do in my last videos, I'm gonna bring it right underneath my cheekbone and flare it out, do some flicking motions on the side of the forehead. So now I'm gonna highlight just the very tops of my cheekbones with a liquid highlighter. So I'm gonna take the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Sunlight. I'm going to take just like, honestly, 2 drops. Put it on the back of my hand. Even that's too much. This stuff, like the smallest amount, you could cover your entire body with this. So I'm just gonna take my Beauty Blender and tap it in there and kind of tap off some of the excess. And then I'm gonna hit just the top of my cheekbones. And just a little above my eyebrow. Okay, so now we're gonna set the face. So I'm going back in with my favorite, the Patrick Star MAC Patrick's Powder. This powder is amazing. To take my Beauty Blender and dip it straight into the powder, and then I'm going to just press it underneath my eyes, bring it down a little bit, tap back in. Okay, and then we are going to bronze up the face. I'm gonna go in with my Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. This is really good stuff. It's super creamy, The colors are gorgeous. They blend really seamlessly. I love this stuff. And I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M141 brush. Under the jaw, making sure, don't really ever. Okay, so now that we've bronzed up the face a little bit, we're gonna go in with just like a big, what is this? The Morphe G7 big powder brush and just dust off all the excess powder that we had sitting on our face. Okay, and now we're gonna go in with blush. I'm gonna use Peach Party by Soap & Glory. So Soap & Glory is another drugstore brand. They make some really great products, but like their highlight blushes are so cool. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to take my Morphe M405 brush. It's kind of like a contour brush, but I like to keep the bronze kind of going, so I have a little bit of bronzer on here. And I'm just gonna swirl it around in this, get all the colors mixed together, and apply that to the cheeks. Blush is done. Now we're gonna go back in with highlighter. My favorite powdered highlighter ever is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. I've used this in pretty much every single video, and I know you guys are probably sick of it, but I'm gonna use it again. So this is it. It's so pretty, it's so creamy. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray the illuminating spray on the brush. Get that all mixed up in there. Pop it right back on the same spots that we did with the custom enhancer drops from Cover FX. I'm gonna do Cupid's bow. And final step of the face. Hourglass Cosmetics makes beautiful setting powders that are really luminous, and they're for different lightings. I have the one for dim lighting. It's the ambient lighting powder. I think it looks good in any light. It doesn't have to be just dim light. So this is what it looks like. It's just like a translucent powder almost. Again, what I do is I take my beauty blender, I spray it down, and then I'm going to literally just take the powder, dip it in, and then just go all over my face with it. All over the face, over everything that we just did. And it just kind of gives it an extra set. I love it. So today I'm gonna be using the Kat Von D Metal Matte Eyeshadow Palette. Seriously guys, whoever does her packaging is a genius. So when you look at it this way, it says metal, but if you flip it, it says matte. What? How do you do that? I would never be able to think of that. Anyways, when you open it up, it's really cute and fun and nice and bright, spring colored. We're gonna put Bone all over the lid. So basically just to set the concealer that we used. Oh. Apply that all over the lid. And then we're gonna take, I am using the Morphe R38 brush. And we are going to put that all in the crease and blend it out. And then switching to my Morphe M433, we are going into the color Ribbon. Focus that more in the crease area, so just down a little bit, just to give the eye some depth and dimension. So you're gonna do windshield wiper motions. So back and forth, little circular motions on the edge to kind of bring it out into like a flare or like a V shape. And then I always go back in with my first brush that I use to do the base coat, and I just blend everything out to make sure everything's really seamless and blended, and I do big windshield wiper motions for this. Okay, and then now I'm going to take the color Fringe, which is, I'm gonna take the Luxie 231 small tapered brush, And we're gonna place this right on the lid. So right on the inner lid, it's gonna really make the eye pop a lot. Then to finish up the eye, I'm going to take the MAC 217 and go into the shade Velvet and just focus that kind of by the lash line and just do a really light, I'm not gonna make it super dark and dramatic, just to really define the lash line. And then we're gonna add a little pop of highlight in the inner corner of the eye. I'm gonna use the shade Glitz. Then I'm going to take my Makeup Forever brown eyeliner in the shade M60. This will fill out the lash line so that way there's not gonna be any gapping in between if you have kind of sparse or thinner lashes. So we're just going to line the waterline. And then what I'm gonna do for my lower lash line is something a little bit different. I am gonna use the NYX Wonder Pencil, shade Light, and I'm gonna put this on my waterline here. And so what that does is it really opens up the eye a lot and brightens it, make the eyes look bigger and kind of more awake. So then I'm gonna take my Morphe M213 brush, go in with the color Ribbon again. Going to smudge that on the very bottom of the waterline. I'm gonna take my Morphe tapered blending brush and go in with the color Silk and blend out that darker purple line that we did. So we're just gonna blend it all underneath, kind of tying everything together. So the eyeshadow is done. What I'm gonna do now is put on some mascara and then put on some individual lashes. These are the individuals by Ardell, and this is what they look like. You can get them at CVS or Rite Aid. So I'm just gonna take the Ardell Lash Tight Clear Adhesive and I'm just gonna pour a little bit on the case right here. And then what you do is you take each individual lash and you're gonna pull them off, dip it in the glue and place it on. This one is really intense. Pull it and you're gonna dip it in the glue, and then you're just gonna place it on top of those lashes. You wanna let it set for just a couple seconds. So it looks like super natural. I only did like 4 of the individuals just like on the outer edge, and it looks so pretty. You first, of course, line my lips using the Urban Decay 24-hour lip liner in the shade Liar. And then I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade 55. It's called Driver. And then I'm gonna top it off with the Bare Minerals Gloss in the shade Forbidden. And of course you don't want to set your face. You do want to set your face. Of course you do want to set your face. Again, the Urban Decay All Nighter Pollution Protection does wonders, so you're just gonna spray the crap out of your face. All right, you guys, and this is the finished look. I hope you like it. I love a good dewy, glowy skin, and it's just perfect for spring and summertime. Again, thank you for being here. Please make sure to subscribe and like this video. Let me know what else you want to see, and I will see you next week.